Have you ever poured your heart into a funding application and heard nothing but crickets? Well, here's the hard truth. Funders don't just read your words, they need to feel your story. That's why compelling fundraising videos can tip the scales in your favor. And in today's video, I'm sharing the exact 3-step process we used to create a powerful fundraising video for one of my coaching students that was emotional, effective, and totally free and easy to make. No fancy equipment, no film degree, just the story told with purpose and a plan. So, whether you're making a pitch to funders, creating a campaign video, or trying to land corporate sponsors, this script structure will help you stop rambling, build real momentum, and get the support your mission deserves. Now, let's walk through exactly what I did so you can do it too. Step one is write a script that sells without sounding salesy. So you have 5 seconds to grab attention. You don't start with your organization's name or when it was founded. You start with something bold, emotional, even uncomfortable. A stat, a moment, a sentence that makes your audience say, wait, tell me more. This is your hook. And here's the hook that I settle on for my students' video. Every veteran carries a story, but sometimes that story includes battles no one sees, the kinds that follow you home. Simple, honest, and powerful. Next, we lay out the problem. This is where you connect. Talk about the real challenge your community faces, not vague terms like mental health is important. Be specific, be human. What are they dealing with? What's broken in the system? What's at stake? I think we nailed it with this line. The system is overloaded, the support is inconsistent, and the spiritual toll is real. Notice the plain language, no jargon, no fluff, just truth. Then we introduce the solution. So now that they feel the problem, show them what you're doing about it. What's your approach? What makes it effective and different? Don't over-explain, just answer this. How do you make life better for the people you serve? We combine spiritual care with counseling principles to support the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. It's not about giving advice. It's about sitting with someone in their pain and helping them find strength again. This integrated approach leads to deeper healing, greater resilience, and lasting change. Then create urgency with why now or the impact. Here's where most scripts fall flat. They talk about the mission, but not why it matters today. What happens if this work doesn't get funded? Who gets left behind? What need is growing? So here's how we framed it. That the need is growing. Every week, more veterans and caregivers reach out. But without new funding, we can't expand access. We don't receive government support. Every session is donor powered. Without you, someone in crisis might hear not yet instead of we're here. Now, urgency doesn't mean panic. It means purpose. Now, finally, make the ask. This is not the time to be vague. Be confident. Tell them what to do and what their gift makes possible. Each telechaplaincy session is free to our users, but it costs us approximately $65. And to the person receiving care, it's priceless. A gift of $520 will cover 8 sessions for one individual, offering consistent care that can change a life. See how we linked a real, tangible outcome to the dollar amount? That helps the viewer clearly understand the impact of their gift and makes the ask feel more meaningful. Now, I'm all about making this work easier, so here's a quick hack. When I wrote this script, I started with a written case for funding, dropped it into ChatGPT, and I asked it to turn it into a short 2 to 3 minute video script using the hook, problem, solution, impact, and call to action framework. It gave me a decent rough draft, but here's the thing, never use the first draft as is. Seriously, I read it out loud, adjusted the tone, and cut anything that sounded too stiff or robotic. Then I made sure it actually sounded like the nonprofit, like a real human telling a real story. It has to feel personal, not like a pitch from a robot on a soapbox. And if you're writing from scratch, just follow the 5-part formula. It works. Now, here's a few pro tips before we move on. Just keep it short, a couple of minutes max. That's your sweet spot. Use you language. Speak to the funder, not at them, and make it emotional. Not just facts, but feelings. This is what drives action. This isn't a documentary, it's a conversation. And remember, funders don't just want to understand your mission, they want to feel it. Now, step 2 is the visuals, but don't panic. Okay, your script is solid. Now it's time to bring it to life. This is where a lot of folks freeze up, but you don't have to. Visuals don't need to be complicated, expensive, or fancy. You've got a lot of options. Like Canva Present and Record with a voiceover. Seriously, this works. Just create clean slides that follow your script, hit record, and talk it through. It's simple, professional, and effective. Or B-roll and images with a voiceover like what I did for my student. So think photos of your team, video clips of your programs, and any real-world moments that show what your work feels like. Stock footage can fill in the gaps, and there's plenty of free stock video out there, and even Canva, which is what I used. Just be sure to watch out for any copyright infringements. And Zoom recordings, especially if you want to include others, you can bring in program staff, volunteers, or even a client with their permission and record a Zoom call where you talk through the script together. This gives a natural conversational feel that funders love. It also adds variety, warmth, and human faces behind your mission. You can also do direct to camera if you're comfortable, like this. It's gold. I mean, speak from the heart, a real face, a real voice, and a real story. That's the kind of authenticity that builds trust instantly. But bottom line, don't stress over making it perfect. This isn't Hollywood, it's heart work. Your visuals are there to support your story. So whether it's a Zoom recording, a Canva slideshow, or a smartphone video, if it's real, respectful, and full of heart, it's more than enough. Now, before we move on to step 3, the easy DIY production, I want to talk about fundraising links in your videos, which is where our sponsor, Click and Pledge, shines with their Pledge TV. You can fundraise directly on your videos by embedding donation forms that give viewers the ability to donate without having to close out your video. Plus, Click and Pledge offers so much more. It's an all-in-one fundraising platform built for complete fundraising, from peer-to-peer campaigns, text-to-give drives, creating donation pages, or even hosting Zoom fundraising. Click and Pledge has everything you need. Now, I'm going to leave a link in the video description, so be sure to check them out. And thank you, Click and Pledge, for making educational content like this available for nonprofits like our subscribers. Now, step 3, DIY production that's free and easy. So let's bust a myth. You don't need a fancy studio, expensive gear, or a film degree to make great fundraising videos. You need to be clear, visible, and human. That's it. Now, the biggie is editing. You don't need to go down the Final Cut Pro rabbit hole. You can use simple free tools like Canva, CapCut, iMovie, or even Zoom recordings with light trimming just to clean up the ums. Tighten up the flow, and you're good. If you want to get a little bit fancier, for the camouflage chaplaincy video, I recorded a voiceover and added copyright-free music using Filmora, which was super cheap, and I used Descript to add the captions. It all took about an hour on my laptop. Bottom line, DIY isn't a compromise, it's an advantage. Real beats perfect. Done is better than polished, and if it's clear, heartfelt, and impactful, you're golden. Now here's a bonus step. Deliver it like a pro. You made the video, now let's make sure people actually see it. And a quick heads up, video files are massive, so don't try to email them or upload them directly into a grant application. That's a recipe for frustration. Instead, upload your video to a clean, accessible platform like YouTube or Vimeo. Both are free, look professional, and let you share a simple link. Just be sure to give your video a clear professional title, so include your organization name and the purpose of the video. And once it's uploaded, start using that link everywhere it counts. Grant applications as an attachment, your website, social media, you can pin it as a featured post, even include the link in your email footer. Bottom line, don't let your amazing video live in a folder. Get it out there in the world where it can start doing what it was made to do. Get funders to say yes. Now that you're armed with this spectacular fundraising video, let me ask you something. How would you like to use it to go after some 6-figure donations? Because up next is a video you'll definitely want to watch. It's all about how to take what you've just created and turn it into a major donor momentum. And hey, if you want to watch the full video and maybe donate, I've left a link in the video description. And if you want me to cover any other topics, drop a comment. Be sure to hit like so we can reach more nonprofit pros like you. And I'll see you next week.